Just this morning, Bitcoin got back up above $63,000. Altcoins are following right behind. What does this mean for the crypto markets and why are prices rallying so quickly? There is an opportunity we might be able to see new all-time highs before the end of July, but make sure you watch all the way through the video because I'm going to cover everything that happened this weekend. It was a very big weekend, a lot of bullish things happening for crypto and for the future of Bitcoin price. So make sure you smash the like button, hit subscribe, but first, we got to roll an intro. All right, everybody. Yeah, it's my new home office set. I have things set up here in case you guys are wondering what the heck is in the background of Tim. Things will change. This is not the final version of what my home set will look like, but you guys didn't come watch the video to see what my new set looks like. You came to see why the heck is Bitcoin rallying like crazy. Let's go take a quick look at the charts. As I said, Bitcoin just this morning, within the last actual couple of hours, at the time of shooting this video, we got up back to 63,200. Now, I want to make sure people understand this isn't necessarily a higher high just yet. Of course, back here on July 1st, we did come back up and touch 63,828. However, I want to make sure you guys remember something we talked about last week, and I actually temporarily had given up on it after a couple of fake outs right here. But remember, if we were to go in the replay coming back to here, remember this symmetrical triangle pattern that was in play that we kind of told you it could go one of two ways. It could break to the downside, which was the more likely outcome because of negative price action coming into the formation, or we could see a breakout to the upside. And we gave you a price prediction that we would make it back up here to 63,500 if we broke to the upside. Well, sure enough, getting rid of our replay now, you can see we are literally within a couple $100 of seeing that price prediction come to fruition. Now, before I get into the details of what to look for, we're going to come back to the charts here in just a couple of minutes. You might be wondering, why is this happening? Well, the first thing that came out actually early on Saturday, let me zoom in here just a little bit more. There was a message put out from Ash Crypto, kind of hypothesizing, would we see an XRP possible end of the lawsuit with Ripple and the SEC coming this week? He kind of gives a timeline of what's been happening, but most recently we're just watching the SEC give up time after time after time. They gave up against Consensus, they gave up against BNB, they gave up against Paxos, they gave up against Stacks, and there's a lot of reasons to think that potentially the Ripple lawsuit is coming to a close. He ended the whole tweet by saying this SEC could end the investigation to Ripple, which would be a huge boost for crypto and also for the Biden administration. I don't know why he thinks that'd be a big win for the Biden administration. At this point, there's not a lot of things that would be a big win for the Biden administration, especially since it wasn't just this news. And we saw XRP pump pretty heavily Saturday morning, but it was Saturday afternoon that probably brought the craziest yet most bullish price action to Bitcoin and to crypto. And I'm not going to go into crazy details here. That's not the point of the channel. But if you have not heard about what happened Saturday afternoon at a rally in Pennsylvania, then I don't know where you've been. I don't know what rocks you've been hiding under. Of course, I'm going to be very treading lightly, but I'm going to say his name for the video. Google and YouTube sometimes do not like, especially as you get closer to election season, saying their names. But Donald Trump, of course, there was an attempted assassination. I'm not going to get into the details of what happened there. Was there some sort of people claiming there's an inside job? That's absolutely stupid. But was there potentially negligence by the security team? I don't know. I mean, I'm not that type of guy. I don't know enough details to know what's right and what's wrong there with what they should have known about. What we do know is that Donald Trump was someone attempted to assassinate him, but at a last second head dodge. I mean, he turned his head just barely and the bullet skins his ear. And of course, we now have a picture that will be in history books moving forward. You watched as this happened and unfolded. The crypto market started to go crazy. There's widespread belief that the election's all but over at this point after the most recent event. Of course, Donald Trump, a pro-crypto candidate, He's definitely sparking a lot of optimism about the crypto space. And in case anyone's wondering, is he still going to be at the Bitcoin conference here in Nashville at the end of July? The answer is yes. His team has announced that he will be there. So a big, big move for crypto there. And then another set of information coming out. So we're just kind of piling up. We see the SEC is giving up slowly. We see a pro-crypto president, attempted assassination, but comes back strong, pumping a bunch of momentum. But also, I don't know about this one. We're going to have to continue to watch, but it's a rumor that's circulating. And at the end of the day, markets move sometimes based off of rumors, whether there's truth or not. There's a rumor that China is likely to unban Bitcoin in Q4. This is coming from the Bitcoin LFG report. Now, I will say I've definitely seen things come from this account a little early, and it wasn't necessarily backed up. But for the most part, this account doesn't necessarily go out of its way to lie. It's trying to bring the best information possible. As a whole, there is a lot of hype right now into crypto. Is it founded? Is it actually going to back anything up? That's yet to be seen. But if you're wondering why is crypto pumping, it's because we just gotten good news after good news after good news here recently. And the question becomes, all right, what is it going to take for us to say 100% officially the bottom of this dip is in? Was it back on July 5th, or is it still yet to come? Let's go back to the charts and take a look here. Now, I told you one of the biggest things that I was looking for to be convinced that the bottom was going to be in. The first thing I have to take a look at, let's turn off the Bullish Bands. I don't even know why that was on, was the daily smart trail here on Looks. I'll go turning it back into a blue support level. Well, this morning, it happened on the daily chart. It's happened on the 12-hour chart. It's happened on the 8-hour chart. And what's crazy is even all the way down to the 4-hour chart, which had held out now until earlier this morning, or maybe this was late last night, we broke through late last night, the 4-hour smart trail as well. So as a whole now, everything between the 4-hour and the daily has become bullish, flipping this red smart trail, which is a resistance level, back into a support level is massively bullish. Next spot we're looking for on Bitcoin as far as room to the upside, it's going to be up in this take profit closer to around $67,500. We do have a major breaker block in that area. We do see the take profit there as well, but you're also going to see a formation that Bitcoin has been in that also is going to put us right in the area, maybe a little bit higher than it, but we've had a breakout a little bit before, right back in the area of a falling channel that Bitcoin's been in. The good news, however, is that momentum that is happening right now could be the catalyst to break to the upside. And when I say there could be, keyword could, be a new high by the end of July or early August, it's because when we break out of this formation, it should have a price target all the way up here towards $82,000. Let's just go ahead and put that up there, actually pushing towards 83,000, 82, almost $800. So can we get enough momentum to continue to break through? That is the question. The good news is, as far as oscillators are concerned, we've got a lot of room to run to the upside. We've been telling you guys now for a while that a buy signal was coming in. We got a false buy signal kind of back here at the end of June, but we've just gotten another one as the money flow is positive. We had the bullish momentum. We're still within that time frame where that green reversal was in play, especially since we had bullish divergence in this time frame as well. So that daily buy signal definitely flashed right back here on July 13th, back on Saturday. So something that you guys should be aware of, but keep moving out here. The daily chart definitely has a lot of room to run with the MACD's low. Stochastic's back overextended, but that's one of the earliest signs. RSI, this is extremely bullish, getting back above the 50 for the first time since back here on June 11th. So over a month. These are extremely positive signs. Even more so, though, let me go out to the weekly chart and show you what it is saying. We actually are looking very close to getting a buy signal on the weekly chart, as we did just get a green reversal. I told you guys the oscillator was at least close to being where it needed to be on the weekly chart to turn bullish. Well, our oscillators turned bullish, green reversal, the money flow, if you really zoom in, while it's still headed negative, probably within the next couple of weeks is going to turn positive. So these are all signs that potentially we are about to see a major breakout to the upside on Bitcoin. And something I found very interesting, do not be surprised to see the Bitcoin dominance start to climb. I'm going to show you some altcoins here in a second, but Bitcoin dominance also has some room to the upside here. We are still bouncing off of a weekly order block. We still have a big room to the upside with a take profit suggestion from Luxalgo, bringing us up to that 60% zone. Oscillators are still really low with a lot of room to go to the upside. It's not yet altcoin season, so don't be surprised if Bitcoin starts to run. Altcoins run as well, but not as powerfully as Bitcoin. It picks up more dominance and continues to head to 60% before altcoin season starts later on in Q4. Now, wow, let's talk about some altcoins here, guys. Let's take a look at what they have been doing here over the next little bit. Ethereum bouncing up here back to 3,300. Now, it's currently wrestling. Unlike Bitcoin, it has not broken its daily smart trail, the bearish smart trail. It's wrestling with it right now. But you can also see when I turn these things off, Ethereum currently is also working to break out of a declining level of resistance that's been in place since back here on June 5th. So this could be very big for Ethereum. Just like Bitcoin, a lot of room to run here on the oscillators. The RSI just crossed the 50. We had a bullish buy signal right back here on July 9th. Ethereum is looking to make some moves. Solana back up over 150. It's retesting resistance. It just messed with back on July 3rd, but this is another one. Keep an eye on. I think if we can break through some of this resistance, it's an easy run at least back up to 172. Solana showing a lot of strength, same as the others. A lot of room to run here on the oscillators. Not necessarily too concerned about too strong resistance. It might take a little delay. I hope anyone who's watching this video doesn't think that it's just straight up and to the right. You can see the smart trails in play here on the daily chart as well. 4-hour chart's going to show you major overextended, overbought signals. So don't be surprised, everybody, if today we get a small pullback for discounted prices. But when we look at this daily chart, weekly chart for all of these altcoins and Bitcoin, we're seeing a lot of room to the upside. And again, even at that 172, 173, where we come back in resistance, notice the order block in play. This is actually a bullish order block, meaning more bears get exhausted than bulls. Solana's one, keep an eye on. It could get very explosive, very fast. It's not like that's something brand new. We've seen Solana do this time and time again, this bull market. Watch it make moves to the upside. Some other coins making some big moves here. Chainlink, not yet to its highs. We have actually some more room to go on Chainlink to the upside today before resistance really comes into play. And that smart show coming in here around 1460. So keep an eye on that one. XRP, we've got to check in on now. There's nothing necessarily special happening on XRP other than it had fallen out of a support level. It had not fallen below for its entire existence. So this is a long term from March of 2020 support level XRP has been in. We lost it temporarily back during the first week of July. Now we have recaptured the support level. But if we see some major moves on XRP in the long time frame, they still have major bullish price action to the upside. When I take a look at the oscillators, well, I will say daily chart definitely more overextended than the others. Might see a small correction here in XRP, or we could see this be just a sign of strength as a whole. But you do see here on the daily chart, instead of being, we got some bearish divergence set up right here. Instead of staying low like we see with the other coins, we're definitely seeing XRP get a little more overextended. We are watching it run into, let's get this zoomed in here. There we go. We are watching it run into some resistance. That good old classic 56 cents, 55 cents. If you've been watching the channel for a while, that has been something very, very important as support and resistance for XRP. We did reject on it just yesterday. So keep an eye on XRP. But again, if the Ripple case comes to a close, throw the TA out the window. This coin's going up and to the right. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that for now. We'll do more altcoin TA this afternoon, 3 p.m., our normal live show. But as a whole, yes, we are seeing the rallies move to the upside. We're seeing the prices go up. Is the bottom in? It's too early to say 100%. We're definitely still within striking distance. This is definitely something that a wet blanket could come into play and ruin everyone's hopes and dreams. But if you are looking for the bullish scenario, if you're looking for a reason to feel confident that we can just go up and to the right, we're seeing a lot of signs that absolutely could be in play. But let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? Are you bullish right now, or are you afraid that this is simply a dead cat bounce and worse prices are still coming? Leave that down below. If you enjoyed the video, smash the like button, hit subscribe so you don't miss any content that we put out. And with that said, I'll see you in the next one. Adios.